season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here's Walker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And Walker has it. Touchdown!
Kenneth Walker,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably, definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
He's going to keep this again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact, and not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front and they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up a throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it, and he just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The Seahawks at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
call on a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And deciding to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. And out now come the Seahawks. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Play there, CD on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo.
Oh, this is blocked, and the Seahawks have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, at this point, I don't know what's going on down there. You got guys running one way on the pick six, now running the other way to return the blocked extra point.
It's almost like that guy went this way, but the other guy went that way. And guess what? Both of them scored points.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, fighting like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw here. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one did I.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Chance. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take... of the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second and 9 now. Again, he finds more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And able to catch it on the left side. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Grab 50. Three. Hurry.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a big amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Steps away.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. Quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Where 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derek Stingley picks him. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now Hall to start the drive. And the ball is knocked out. And the return will stop right around the 25. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And quickly they get to the line. Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Walker with another carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he will not be denied. Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And down he'll go at the 25.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Hall.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the focus shifts to the Jets, trailing by a field goal. A little under 50 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Gets this to Moore. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Back to throw. Open man downfield is Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they here in the final seconds. Drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.